Master of Arms. For those of you that aren't familiar with what this event is about, it is a tri-discipline shoot that's run over 2 days here in Rockhampton, and we aim to pit the country's best shooters against each other to see who comes out on top when we compare pistol, rifle and shotgun disciplines. Now this year is our second year. Last year was a great learning experience, and this year we brought those lessons forward and we had a really great event. Once we were done with the shooting, all that was left was the award ceremony after that. Now competitors were in the running for first, second and third as the major prizes. Third place was $1,000 cash. Second place was $2,500. First place, the jackpot, was $5,000 cash prize, along with a really nice trophy, and then first place getting their name on the perpetual shield. On top of first, second and third place prizes, we had a beauty of a lucky draw prize table that was contributed to by all of our event sponsors, which we're grateful for. Now, one thing that we do have to talk about quickly is the sponsors that helped make this event happen. We were lucky enough to be working with some great brands this year. Beretta came on board as our shotgun event sponsor. We had Canic sponsoring our pistol discipline, and then Zerotech jumped on board this year as our major sponsor for the rifle discipline. On top of that, we had Norma, who was the event overall ammunition sponsor, and Wedgetail jumped in to sponsor the rapid fire shoot. Then our minor sponsors for the event were TSA Outdoors, Hick Micro, Loophole, Federal Ammunition, Remington, Night Force, Spiker, Winchester, Garmin, and last but definitely not least, Redacted Actual. At the end of the day, those are the brands that are really responsible for helping make an event like this come together. So if you want to see more events like this and you want to see the shooting industry keep growing, then get behind those guys, support them, because they're the ones that are supporting the shooting industry in Australia. Now, one of the big feedback points we got from last year's event was how we scored it. So this year we decided to take that feedback on board and we did it a little bit differently. And we ran the scoring in what we're calling a reverse order system, for want of a better term. So we had, at the end of the day, 23 competitors this year. We had a few late pullouts. But with 23 competitors in total, what we decided to do with the reverse system scoring was offer first place in each of the different disciplines 23 points. Second place got 22 points. Third place 21, so on and so forth, down to last place getting 1 point. And what that did was close up the field. It meant that you had to perform well in all fields to get a good overall score, and what we saw was that produced quite a close, and actually in the end a very close result at the end of the shoot. That's it for the overview. Let's now take a look, starting from sign-on, at the event in detail. First up, on Saturday morning, we got to meet all of our competitors as they signed on and received their competitor packs. Now, we had guys travel from far and wide this year. It was really cool to see people from Victoria, ACT, New South Wales. It was really cool to see some familiar faces return from last year, and also it was just an awesome experience to meet a whole bunch of new people that came along.
Cool. Sweet.
Pretty good? The shotgun shoot component of the competition included 2 disciplines, skeet shooting and down the line. For the skeet shoot, the shooters moved around 7 stations in a semicircle, plus an 8th station, which is halfway between station 1 and 7. The shooter is shooting at targets launched from trap houses, which are divided into 17 doubles and 8 singles. For the DTL shoot, competitors give a voice command and an oscillating trap will throw a target at a random angle between 0 and 22 degrees either side of centre, and the targets are set to land roughly about 50 metres away from the trap house. The average speed of the clay is about 70 kilometres an hour, so these things are fairly hooking and shooters need to get onto them quickly. Our shotgun shoot was sponsored by Beretta, and it was good to see quite a few Berettas on the line doing pretty well too.
Yeah, I've done a bit before, mainly in field and 5-stand, but this is my first time shooting skeet, and I've shot a fair bit of down the line back when I used to live down in the southeast corner. Absolutely, it's fun as, especially skeet. It's very much an instinctive shooting platform. You got to just swing that gun and shoot it. It's a lot of fun.
Next up was the handgun shoot. Now this was broken into 2 components, an IPSC stage and a steel challenge stage. Canic was our major sponsor for the handgun discipline, and we had a Canic steel frame there for competitors to try out. Produced a lot of smiles. They're a really great gun to shoot. The IPSC stage was shot starting from a barrel to cater for those that weren't holster qualified. It had a number of targets. As you can see here, the guys at Raglan set up a really fun stage. We had plenty of paper to shoot at, some poppers, steel, and then a quite tricky little swinging target at the end.
Are you ready? Stand by.
And then the steel challenge stage we shot is well known as Smoke and Hope. Competitors ran through that and had a blast. Scoring is taken by competitors shooting 5 strings, and then their best 4 times are added together for a final score.
Just being able to wrap my head around what I need to shoot and not that there is a particular order, but you need to know how many you've got in your magazine. But everyone is so helpful and stepped me through what they're going to do, and that allowed me to really get a good grasp on what I needed to be doing.
Probably the fact that once something goes wrong, your whole plan goes out the window and you're just winging it from there.
Yeah, not too bad. Had a couple of hits, a couple of misses on shotgun and went alright on the pistol. So good day overall.
So happy with how I went with shotgun and pistol. I never thought I'd do that good.
Yeah, keen. A couple of good shooters there, so I'll bring my A game.
A little bit nervous, but excited to see if I can keep up with the boys.
Day 2. We had a few competitors that were pretty keen to perform today, as the front runners had sort of emerged after day 1. Now that tensions were high, we made the decision to keep the scoreboard secret for the rest of the day, so that it left some anticipation and surprise for the award ceremony that was going to follow that evening.
A little bit. The boys are starting to reel me in. I'm stressing, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So looking at the scores last night, having half match scores is a really good thing because you can work out your data points. So 12 points in it for me to get to a podium. I just need someone to trip and fall today and that'll work out.
No, not too bad. Looking forward to the rapid fire, and we'll just hope the wind doesn't blow my 223 around at 300 metres today.
Just the usual, so bipod, tripod, rear bag. I don't believe in slings, so we're just going raw for the unsupported 100 metre.
Just the NPR Mini, so I'm going to run that for both and see how that goes today.
Our major sponsor for the rifle shoot was Zero Tech Precision Optics. We had a lot of competitors using their gear and it stood up to the test really well. First up, we had the multi-positional shoot. This was shot standing unsupported at 100 metres, then followed by a standing supported at 200 metres, and then a prone shoot at 300 metres, with each position requiring 5 shots on target and a 5-minute time limit for that shoot. After competitors had a break for lunch, we came back to the range to complete the second component of our rifle shoot, which was a rapid fire 25 metre shoot. We were proud to have an Aussie manufacturer in Wedgetail Firearms sponsoring our rapid fire shoot for the weekend. Contestants shot 10 rounds at 25 metres as fast as they could, and then the score on paper was divided by the time it took to shoot their 10 rounds to give us an overall score. Range rules were followed and laid out as such that if a competitor pulled the trigger on a closed chamber and no bang happened, that it was treated as a misfire and the competitor has to wait, as per range rules, 30 seconds before ejecting that shell. If you had one misfire, it meant that basically your rapid fire shoot was toast. Scores were impacted by that big time.
say that the skeet I thought was going to be the most challenging. Well, it was the most challenging, but it was so much fun. Really enjoyed it, to the point now where I think that's going to be my new Wednesday night.
What prep have you done to get ready for MOA?
Well, we attended last year and we had a fantastic result with our Weatherby rifle and our Zero Tech products. So all I've done is maintain the Zero that I represented good results from last year, made sure that I was still on target prior to coming up, and shot away. So it was very much a copy paste, great event, really, really happy to be here.
So we've come from Canberra, so quite a distance, but because we got to fly up, well, we flew up, it didn't take us much time at all, so it's pretty easy actually.
I came from country Victoria, so it was a 3-hour drive from nearly the New South Wales border down to Melbourne to fly up via Brisbane to Rockhampton. So I think it was about 10 hours in transit to get here one way, and then I'm doing it all again tomorrow.
We did, I think it's 8 hours from home.
Travel from Brisbane. Brisbane, Biloela, Rocky.
After a long day on the range, competitors then headed off, spruced themselves up and returned back to a local venue named Cocoa Brew for our award ceremony. Possible score for the weekend over the 3 disciplines, given that we had 23 competitors, was 138 points. Third place was tied and taken out by Luke Davis and Rate McLeod on 101 points each. Second place taken out by Damien Boyce on 110 points. First place was taken out by John Martin on 111 out of 138 points. He shot a spectacular competition. Let's check out some of the action from over the couple of days. So a very good performance from John and an incredibly tight margin to second place with Damien there on 110 points. On top of first, second and third place prizes, we had a beauty of a lucky draw prize table that was contributed to by all of our event sponsors, which we're grateful for.
Absolutely relieved. I'm absolutely honoured to be around so many great shooters. These guys promote shooting sports and there's something to be revered. Absolutely fabulous.
Pretty damn good. It's been quite a good weekend. A lot of challenges over the different disciplines, but yeah, just having that variety there and testing yourself across all of them has been a really, really good feeling.
Oh, please. The more people involved, the better. The more influential the people, the better. The more families that are involved, the better. Please come along. This is an absolutely fabulous event. Full stop.
Absolutely. Even if you haven't shot a lot of pistol, shotgun or rifle, if you've got 2 of them under your belt, well, it's really, really good fun. And you'll find you'll pick up a lot from people around the ranges. A lot of people that only shoot shotgun are really coaching those people that haven't before, same for pistol and rifle. So you'll learn a hell of a lot doing it. Absolutely going to be worth the trip next year.
That brings the 2024 event to a close. We had a great time. We're really thankful to our sponsors. We could not have done it without all of the volunteers at the clubs. And most of all, we just want to give a big thank you to all of the competitors that actually put the effort in, travelled and competed. You guys demonstrated a great example of sportsmanship first and foremost, but then also skill across the 3 different disciplines. We are super excited for next year's event. We think it's going to be bigger and better again. It's on the 20th and 21st of September, so lock it in your calendars. Nominations will open probably sometime around April, May next year. Yeah, if you think you've got what it takes and you want to have a crack at, well, a great prize table, great prize money, and just an awesome experience, then we'd love to see you there. Thanks very much.